I'm Natalie Cassidy, and these are my Garden Escape Diaries. I absolutely adore my garden. When I spend time in my garden, it relaxes me, it makes me happy, at ease with life really, and it's just all about getting together with the family and really kind of being grateful for the garden. I think spending time outside is imperative for well-being, so to walk out into my own garden, not only do I feel very lucky, but I think it adds a lot of relaxation to my life, and it just gives you a chance to stop for a minute and just breathe and take in nature. I'd love to sit here and say that I'm a super keen gardener. Pottering around in the garden is something I think everybody should do, although as a really busy working mum I get little time for it, but when I do, it is such a lovely feeling of just forgetting about the stresses of life. So one of my favourite things in the garden is each year Mark, my fiancé, and I, we plant tomato plants and chilli plants. Well, I say that, Mark does. But we love watching them grow, and to be able to pick your own fruit and vegetables, there's something so special about it. I also have some wisteria, miniature wisteria, that I planted a little while back, say 2 years ago, and I've watched them grow, and I've nurtured those, and very proud of those too. I think the biggest lesson to be learned about having your own garden is the change of season and the difference in colours. I think it's quite amazing that in the winter you can have some red berries on the holly and the garden looks quite sparse, and then come April you just see all the daffodils come up and the bulbs and everything's in bloom. And I think it's a really lovely way of time really, and knowing where you are in the world. We often sit in the garden of an evening with a glass of wine and think about what we're going to do with it, and we have quite a large fence, but we overlook a field, and we think it would be lovely to perhaps lower that fence and get more of a vista over the garden, which is quite exciting. And maybe even a little kind of, almost a tree house, but not in a tree house, where we go up some steps and sit on a little veranda just to watch the world go by. Discover My Garden Escape at QVCUK.com.